American people responded immediately. Look, sometimes people do not understand Christ's teachings. Christ says the kingdom of heaven is within you. That aspect they do not touch. The kingdom of heaven is within you. The divinity is within you. Same thing. But they follow their doctrine and dogma and creed. Then what happened? Swamiji was traveling. The first night he went to one. Swamiji was the guest of the Lion family in Chicago. He told Mrs. Lion, you know, Madam, I have had one of the greatest temptations of my life here. What? Who? Who is she, Swami? Swami laughed. Oh, Mrs. Lion, it is not a lady. It is your organization. These American people know how to organize. Vedanta is never an organized religion. It is a religion of the mendicants. Moving around. Go. Mendicants. No organization. Swamiji was very much impressed seeing American organization, part of organization. Then it was in Thousand Island Park. Swamiji was deeply thinking what to do. How can I carry Ramakrishna's mission? Look his words, to organize or not to organize. If I organize, the spirit will diminish. And if I do not organize, the message will not spread. That is Vivekananda's own words. Sister Christian listened to it. I first got these things from Mrs. Gertrude Emerson Sen's article in Centenary issue of the Prabuddha Varta. To organize or not to organize. If I organize, the spirit will diminish. All organized religions have problems. But if I do not organize, the message will not spread. Swamiji organized. But he put all safeguards to protect the organization. We have rule book in Balloon organization. You see, you have seen in this country so many gurus, babas, yogis, they come and they teach and they die, go. They disappear. All gurus, babas. One man show. But Ramakrishna Order is not one man show. Do you know why? It is not a personality cult. It is democracy. This religion, our organization does not depend upon one single person. Principle. Swamiji Sri Ramakrishna Vivekananda's principle. That we follow. That comes from each center of the Ramakrishna Order. Principle, not person. When Swamiji went to America, somebody, even in India also, why don't you not teach Ramakrishna in America? But my goodness, they will say, we have Jesus. Why did you bring another person? I taught Vedanta. I taught the Upanishads. The quintessence, the universal aspect of religion. That I taught to the American people. Universality. If you read one lecture, the Golden Gate Halls, Swamiji gave a lecture in San Francisco. The ideal of universal religion. Fantastic lecture. Read it. Or in San Francisco, he gave another lecture. Is Vedanta the future religion of the world? Fantastic lecture. Organization. Swamiji formed the organization when he went to the Lulmat. in India, 1st of May, 1897. Swamiji writes, Swamiji told, from my travels in various countries, I have come to the conclusion that without organization, nothing great and permanent can be done. This association will bear the name of him, in whose name we have become sannyasis, monks, taking whom as your ideal, you are leading the life of the householders in the field of activity and samsara, and whose holy name and influence of whose unique life and teachings have, within 12 years of his passing away, spread in such an unthought of way both in the East and the West. Let the Sangha or organization be therefore named Ramakrishna Mission, who are only the servants of the Master. How will you help all of you? You see, look at that, what Swamiji said. Ramakrishna passed away in 1886, but his thoughts and ideas came to America in 1893. Within 7 years, as I told you, Buddhism after 250 years, Christianity after 997 years, within 6-7 years, Ramakrishna's ideas encircled the globe. That's Ramakrishna, Swamiji's own words. His ideas encircled the globe. Do you know what happened? There are 3 kinds of people in this world: liberal, moderate, conservative. You know very well in American political system. Oh, he's liberal. Oh, he's conservative. Oh, he's moderate. That is the way American people function. Among the Ramakrishna's disciples also, there are some conservative, and some liberal, and some moderate. The moment Swamiji started Ramakrishna Mission, 2 of his disciples opposed Swamiji. First is Swami Chetanananda. We have come to America and we have introduced all these American ideas. We have never seen Sri Ramakrishna talked about all these mission activities and all these things. He says only to realize God. Bas. Bas, it is I shall not read the whole God. In my book you will find it, that how he proposed Swamiji. Swamiji answered, well, how do you know that all this is not in Sri Ramakrishna's lines? He had an infinite breadth of feeling. And dare you shut up within your own limited views of life? I will break down these limits and just scatter, broadcast over the earth his boundless inspiration. He never instructed me to introduce any rites of his own worship. We have to realize the teachings he has left us about religious practice and devotion, concentration and meditation, and such higher ideas and truths, and then preach these all to men. And Swamiji says something, and we are born to carry his message to the dwellers of the 3 worlds. Anyhow, Yogananda was shot. Then came Latu Maharaj, the illiterate. Hey, Naren Bhai, why are you bringing all these activities? Oh, Sri Ramakrishna never says these things. Amader meditation guliye jabe. Our meditation will be disturbed. Guliye jabe means it will be roundabout. In activities, they will disturb our meditation. Then Swamiji gave a nice scolding to him. Brother, why bring all these troubles? Will these words will interfere with our meditation and prayer? Then Swamiji said, you are a fool. I am introducing As the master, so the disciples. When the master was illiterate and you are also an illiterate. On the sides of ka, the first consonant, you shed tears like Prahlada. Mane ka, immediately Krishna. So you are emotional people, you are all gang of devotees. What you will understand of this? You are meant for carrying like you crying like babies, and you think you will attain salvation through this crying. On the last day, Ramakrishna will come to you, take you to Vaikuntha heaven. Do you think so? And there you will enjoy to your heart's content. Is that it? And those who are followers of Jnana, who are educating people in the path of righteousness, who are serving diseased and distressed, here we'll all go to hell. This is the precious idea, isn't it? Because all these are all Maya. To go to bring succor in this way, Swamiji pounded on me. Then next day he says, brother, I'm illiterate, please don't mind. Swamiji forgive me. So two disciples kept quiet. All disciples accepted. Then he evaluated his mission through Girish source. Girish, I am doing all these things. What do you think? Hurry! I see with my open eyes your master is working through you. Just go. Then Nagmashai, another illumined soul. Nagmashai, I am doing all these things. What do you think? You are Lord Shiva. Sri Ramakrishna is working through you. Go ahead. If I wrote in details all these things, it is so beautiful, that dialogue, how Swamiji is evaluating from the household disciples and monastic disciples about Ramakrishna mission. So Ramakrishna mission started. It was 1897, Murshidabad district. Swami Akhandananda first implemented relief on behalf of Ramakrishna mission. He had 4 annas in his pocket. 4 annas means quarter rupee. In your country, a quarter. That was in his pocket. He was walking. I see a young girl, 14 years old, Muslim girl, crying on the street. A Muslim girl, 14 years old, is crying on the street. Why are you crying? They call monk's father. Father, I'll be beaten up by my mother. My mother will beat me. What happened? We are poor. We have no food. We have only one ardent pitcher to carry water and 2 cooking pots, ardent pots. I was bringing water, my pitcher broke. Look, with ardent pitcher, half on the street, half on our armpit. That I visualize. A girl crying, my mother will beat me. We are poor, we cannot afford to buy another pitcher. So Swami went to a shop, bought a pitcher, 2 paisas, and he bought 2 paisas mudi, per price, to that girl and paid her. That is the beginning of the Ramakrishna mission. 4 annas. Immediately all children of the village, Father, we are hungry, we have no food. He went to a shop, 3 annas, he bought mudi, per price, and distributed to these children. He was thinking, I have no money, how can I serve you? He was moving along. Another woman came, middle-aged woman. Father, Goya Vaishnavi is dying. Please help. What happened? Father, if you see her, you will understand what was going on. He went, he saw that woman lying on the floor. Her cloth was soiled and dirty. Swami went to a neighbor's house and begged a piece of cloth. And going to another, he is a clerk, office clerk. Please give me some cooked food. And saying to that Goya Vaishnavi, that woman, a widow, dying. All right, Baba. They, you see, people respect the monks in our country. So they brought food and then Swami himself wanted to clean that woman. That middle-aged woman, that neighbor says, Father, that I can do. You not have to clean. I shall clean that woman. You brought these things. I am very pleased that you are helping. In this way, Ramakrishna Mission started. Then came plague in 1898. 1898, plague in Calcutta. Swamiji engaged his disciple, Sadananda, and Sister Nivedita, Irish girl with a broomstick cleaning Calcutta street. It is unthinkable. White skin, British people, they are the rulers of our country. They are cleaning with a broomstick the Calcutta, sweeping the Calcutta lane, street. Swamiji, sad people. Then slowly, plague came under control. I am just telling you how Ramakrishna Mission started. There are two young men read Swamiji's books, magazine in Benares. Some old people go there to die. So one old woman was on the sidewalk, unclean, soiled, waiting for death. So these two young men picked up that woman and took to a veranda and washed her, cleaned her, brought a piece of cloth. They had only 4 annas in pocket. With that 4 annas, they bought some milk and gave milk to that woman. And slowly, enthusiasm came, help came. And now we see Ramakrishna Mission Home of Service, big hospital in Benares. Started with 4 annas. Ramakrishna Mission spread all over the world, in the east and the west. You know, I sometimes say we have nearly 1,800 to 2,000 monks and brahmacharis. Some are old, some are invalid, some are retired. And 258 centers, recently I counted, all over the world, carrying Ramakrishna's mission. When we take the vows, we say, Atman Mokshartam Jagoditaya cha Viraja Homa Aham Purishye. We are sacrificing our lives for our own liberation and for doing good to humanity. That is the vow we take when we take this ochre cloth. Ramakrishna's mission. Let me tell you a very interesting story. There was a great scholar named Rajendranath Ghosh, renowned Vedantic scholar. He read about Ramakrishna and he was a little confused. But the Ramakrishna monks renounced. Do you know what is the traditional concept of monks? Go to the Himalayas. When I think of Ramakrishna monks, I think of my father. Do you know what he used to think? He never saw Ramakrishna monks. He saw traditional monks. Matches here, coping, just some Nagan monks are naked. Bismillah with ashes, smokes marijuana. That is my father's concept of monks. They die on the street and matches here, roam around and bake food from door to door. That is his idea about monks. He never saw monks with wristwatch. Babu Sadhu, not Janji monk. When I remember when he joined, he wrote a letter to me. I never hear that you die on the street without treatment. I have money, I shall treat you. That is the concept. They die on the street, they've been in the Himalayas. But Ramakrishna monks, so what happened? This scholar was confused. Did Ramakrishna monks, Vedanta monks, why do they are involved with these activities? Hospitals, education centers, relief work, work. Do you know what I told them our monks in India, in the training center? Brother, I have a philosophy in my life. If you work, you will die. And if you do not work, you will die. Better work for Sri Ramakrishna. That I told them. So, do you know what? So this scholar was really confused. So he went to Rishikesh in Himalayas, where the monks practice austerity. There he met Swami Chetanananda, a disciple of Holy Mother. He's a great monk, highly, tremendous wisdom, knows the scripture, knew scripture very well. So he was also practicing austerity in Rishikesh. So this scholar went to him and said, I really do not understand that you people practice Viroja Homa. All desires you burnt into ashes. When we hold oblations with bed leaves soaked with ghee, I am renouncing all my things, everything, all desires. So you did all these things and still you are involved with work and activities. And what there is work, there must be a problem, you know that. Work means problem. Why? Oh, you do not know? Sit down, we shall talk. You know Vedanta very well. Correct? Yes. What is Aham Brahmasmi? I am Brahman. It is Mahabhagya, the great Vedic dictum. There are 4 Mahabhagyas. In Yajurveda, Aham Brahmasmi. Rig Veda, Prajnanam Brahma. Consciousness is Brahman. Samaveda, Tattvamasi. Thou art that, you are Brahman. and Atharva Veda, Ayam Atma Brahma. This Atman is Brahma. These are the 4 Vedic dictums in 4 Vedas. So you understand it very well. What is Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman. And thou art that, you are Brahman. So you are Brahman, I am Brahman. Correct? Is there any doubt about it? No. That is completely clear. Those who know Vedanta, they know it. All Mahavaikas meant the same thing. You are Brahman, I am Brahman. Only Brahman, Sarvam Khalvidam Brahman. Everything is Brahman. There is no difference of opinion about it. Correct? Yes, sir. Now listen. Suppose I am sick. I will be not Brahman anymore if I am sick. If I am sick, shall I not be Brahman anymore? My Brahman will disappear or not? Tell me. No? You will be the same Brahman. Now listen. You see I am very sick, bedridden. If you bring a little food for me, if you bring a glass of water for me, that is a real thing. Or you will run away, that my meditation, my Brahman will disappear, let me run away, leaving this poor sick monk. Will you run away, leaving me at that time? You see, you are right. Why should I be in this sick person, my meditation will be disturbed if I serve this monk, a sick monk. I am bringing a little water and putting in his mouth and giving a food to him. My Brahman will disappear. My meditation will be disturbed. Will you not serve that sick person? Moreover, Sri Ramakrishna taught us, Jatra Jiva, Tatra Shiva. Where there is an individual being, that individual being is God. So are you not serving God? Will you serve God when you close your eyes in the shrine? Or you open the eyes, then the living gods are there, if you serve them, is it not worship? Boom, that clicked. That clicked. He says, you give me sannyas. I cannot give you sannyas. I am a monk. You go to Swami Chetanananda. He is the president of the order. He will give you sannyas. He came to Belur Math. For him, only a special sannyas. Then he retired in Banaras. I am telling you some stories about Ramakrishna's vision, how it works. We are not social workers. We want to, this is our sadhana. I remember Swami Chetanananda, Boston Swami told me. He walked from Bombay to Hardwar, barefooted, without taking any money, only begging food, to Swami Chetanananda in 1936. I want to be a monk. Really? You want to be a monk? Yes. Mandire, I wrote in my diary, Mandire, puja, naivedya, prarthana. What do you do in this time? You do the puja, worship, then you offer food to the Lord, and then you pray. These 3 things you do in this time. Correct? Yes. And in this hospital, in Konkhal, Hardwar, we have a hospital. In this hospital, Seva, Oshotpatha, or duty Mishti Kotha. Seva means service, serve these patients, Aushapoto. There you give food to the Lord, here medicine and diet. And there you pray, here you say a few sweet words to these patients. If you can reconcile both, then you join here. He joined. That is practical Vedanta to me. That is Ramakrishna's mission. It was in my mind for a long time. Ramakrishna mission continued in Balaram's house for a year, almost a year. Every Sunday, there will be a meeting. Vivekananda President, or Brahmananda, Yogananda President, Turyananda speaker, Akhandananda speaker, Girish Chandra Ghosh. So the disciples of Ramakrishna used to come and recount their reminiscences about the Master. So there was a minute book. That minute book I got from Swami Prabhavananda. And that minute book, do you know what I did? I copied. Of course, somebody helped me. And then I edited and produced this book, which is mostly in Bengali, Ramakrishna Mission, Odhivishaner Itibrittu. There are 47 meetings, and they're long. At that time, there was no tape recorder or camera or all these things. Longhand, they wrote the minute book. So from that handwritten minute book, this book came. It is coming serially in the Prabuddha Bharata, in English. It will come, you will find it. So it was my desire that something, last 1st May, our president of the Ramakrishna Order, he unveiled, he opened this book and that function. If you read what it's called, you will see in their website also, this book was shown. So anyhow, I came here to tell you, I was talking to Chandrasekhar and he invited me when we are in San Francisco last July. Madam Maharaj, please come. I said, well, I shall come and I shall talk to you about 125th anniversary of the Ramakrishna Mission. So our Portland devotees will be able to hear something new about in this respect. So thank you very much. And let me pray. Om Satoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotikamaya Mritvurma Mritam Gamaya Abhirabhin Medi Rudra Jatya Dakshinamukam Tinamam Pahi Nityam Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Lead us from the unreal to the real. Lead us from darkness to light. Lead us from death to immortality. Light us through and through. And guide us evermore with the loving presence. Peace, 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 and hope. Beshi bolo na. Alpo bolo.
I request Dr. Terence Honor to propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Swami. I'm here to present to you a true monk of the Ramakrishna Order, who usually around Labor Day since the 1970s would come to visit Portland. Because of COVID, because of other restrictions, that momentum was broken up for a few years now, and I'm just happy as possibly to be in one physical body that you can come join us for this event on Labor Day weekend, continue the tradition. So a vote of thanks from Swami Chetanananda, Minister of the Vedanta Society, the Board of Trustees, the permanent members, the lifetime members, the casual members, the guests, all which are here today. I want to give their vote of thanks to you all for this also, in this holy company. So Swami Chetanananda, one of the great disciples of Sri Krishna, was asked once by one of his students, what are the three most important things in spiritual life? He taught us so many things. What are the three most essential things that we need to know carry on in life? Swami Chetanananda said, holy company is number one, holy company is number two, holy company is number three. Thank you for your holy company today and this weekend. So I'm going to be there with you anymore.
Now I request Toby Balak to sing a song. Closing song.
Toby knows me from 11th June 1971. 1971, 11th June, when I landed Los Angeles airport, Toby was there. Sing, Toby!
I take it first. This is from that time. This song. There the sun shines not, nor the moon. Time, it is not true, and leaves you soon alone. Hold on, hold on to him and his name. They're both the same. They're both the same. Melting all away the secret magic lies. Pure and holy name transforms the tragic lives. Hold on, hold on to him and his name. They're both the same. 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 And just like you, I want to see his face. And just like you, I long to feel his grace. And just like you, I can see we are all one family. We are waiting and praying for his light to shine on us. Hold on, hold on to and his name. They're both the same. 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 They're both the same.
We are invited to have prasad, so she'll announce what is the process. Only thing I have one request: please keep silence as far as possible, so that this mood is retained.
Brothers and sisters of Vedanta, thank you for sharing this wonderful experience with all of us. This is our first time back here as a large group, and I appreciate everyone coming back and observing some of the cautions to protect our most honored guests. We will have prasad, share at luncheon, but because of our numbers of people and some of the lingering COVID concerns that Swami Chetanananda has decided, is that we will serve it in takeout boxes, and you can take it home. Alternatively, you can go outside on our beautiful grounds and eat. If you choose to stay here in this room, please pull your chairs apart because you need to have your masks off if you choose to eat inside. And if you'll give us a few moments to get things set up, you can stay and meditate and think about what you have just heard and experienced. And then Swami Chetanananda will be, there are books available. Swami, can you explain that kindly?
Some books are available, and those who are buying, they can get signed from Divya Maharaj, Divya Swamiji. So, as you wish.
So they can, if those who are interested to buy the books, please pick it there, and here I can sign. So that I'll not have to be closed. I have the pen.
Okay, take it. Please shift these chairs so that close.